up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Bag. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard. Flying 90. Check back left. Go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Game situation. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Good job right there. Check back the left. Check back the left. Stay with your man. Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Black, what is that? My 10. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready. Flag. What is that? Target. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, 17.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 50-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Results in a 4th down.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Wait. You think you won't get this? Hey, we gotta get to that.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open here is Allison. That's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 25. Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He's got a first down past the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually...
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
The 17-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fielded at the 43. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 34 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready. Black 22.
That's track. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
White.
3 down. Mike 4.
Winston from the gun on third down. He gets this one to Garcon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Touch 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right, and an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready, move ready. Check.
Another run by Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he completes it to Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now a carry for Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12. At the 26-yard line.
It's our time. Watch the end.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 125. Hey. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring point. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Oh, this one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Mario Addison in on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready, black 22. You
ain't going nowhere. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Wait. 3 down.
And we go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 43. Deuce. Come on. Sunday. Check 24.
They're going with Lindsey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
What? 315. Here we go, T. Here I come.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wilson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? White 25. You don't want none.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Lindsey. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 29 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Phillip Lindsey, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion. Offensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta.